Hello, my friends. Just so you know, Sherry, who you're about to hear from, is going to be placed in a facility that's going to be a board care. Within a month, they're kind of moving towards that. I heard from the lady that runs it. But anyways, I'm glad that she won't be on the street, but she's getting out of the hospital today. I'll let you hear her and her husband's stories, what's going on with them. But please pray for more housing for those in need, especially when people come out of the hospital. You know, a lot of times if they're homeless, it can be a very scary and difficult situation, and Sherry's pretty stressed right now, and financially it's going to kind of be difficult for them, I know, also because of the cost of the board and care. So please keep the situation in prayer. I'll let you hear her story. Here you go. Please also remember to join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook and share the video, and pray for those of us speaking at City Council tomorrow in Anaheim. We could speak with wisdom and courage and bring change by the grace of God. Thanks for your prayers and support. May God bless you as you seek first His kingdom always. Bye-bye. So here we are with my friend Chris's wife, and we're at St. Jude's Hospital. She's going to just share a little bit about what's going on with her situation. They're about to discharge her, but it sounds like she's not being able to get a place that's affordable where they're trying to move her to. Is that correct, Sherry? The place is a little expensive, isn't it, that they want?
It's $1,000 to move in.
Yeah.
Which would clean me and Chris out completely for the month.
Yeah. And then it's about, what, $800 a month, right?
$800 a month.
Yeah.
Which, when Chris is ready to leave the hospital, where would he go then? Because we couldn't afford to pay for two of us there.
Yeah.
Our income wouldn't cover it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Chris is housed at the moment because he's a very sick man. And he will be hospitalized for a while. It's scrambling to find me something right now.
Yeah.
And giving me the opportunity to find something for both of us before Chris is ready to leave.
Yeah.
And in Orange County, that's almost impossible.
Yeah.
I just want my husband to get well, and I want to put a roof over our heads. And I'm finding that physically impossible at this point.
Yeah. And so the options they're giving you for, if you don't go to that place, it's kind of expensive, would be the street, basically.
The street. That's my other option. I reached out to friends, but I haven't heard back from them. Or I've been turned down. At my church, people are aware of the situation, but nobody has said, Sherry, come and stay with us.
Yeah.
And we've reached out to family and friends, and I'm in a wheelchair, so I have to be able to get in and out of the house and go to the bathroom, take a shower. And that is a job.
Yeah.
And so that's what my problem is. I can take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I've exhausted my contacts. I've run out of options.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah. And sitting at there, it said they can't get back to you until Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting at, I have an appointment Thursday morning, but that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah.
A social worker just very bluntly said, well, my concern is getting you out of St. Jude's. It's amazing the difference in treatment. I've been at St. Jude's many, many times and been admitted and been in the ER. And I was always treated well. But this time, because I'm homeless, I have not been treated well. They've ignored my request for pain medicine. they've not offered me medication. I've had no medication since I left this ER Saturday morning to go to the Elimination Foundation, who checked me in, let me go to sleep, woke me up Sunday afternoon, and kicked me out of their program. Because they said I was too wobbly to walk to the bathroom because it won't hold a wheelchair. And they shipped me back here in an ambulance, and I was not offered food by anybody yesterday. Yes, I know I'm heavy and I haven't missed too many meals, but I wasn't offered food by anybody yesterday. And I told the ER nurse last night, well, I'll just order a pizza. She didn't tell me I couldn't, but she made it very clear that she didn't want me to. When I've asked for anything, the tones are different here. They're treating me like trash, frankly. And I've been a patient here at this hospital many, many times, both in the ER and as an inpatient. And it's amazing the difference in the way they treat you when they know you're homeless, because I was not treated like this the other times. You know, she said your option is to go somewhere where it pays. My job is to get you out of here. And as you just observed, the tone of voice is not a sympathetic tone of voice. It's take it or leave it lady tone of voice. And so I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I have a very sick husband and no roof over my head. And no roof over his head for when he's well enough to get it. I don't know what else I can say.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Sherry.
Thank you, George, for caring.
Yeah. So, as you can see, she's a Christian. I'm taking a picture of your shirt real quick. I like your shirt. But, yeah, please pray for Sherry. Pray that her husband, too, gets the right help. It sounds like he might go back to the place that he was before, I think he said.
We're at their mercy because we're homeless.
Yeah, it's a tough situation to be at, of course. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for your prayers and support. Do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Share the video, like, subscribe, and again, pray for the homeless and others in this situation, that more housing is created for people. Bottom line, people need more permanent supportive housing, of course, too. So definitely don't want to see someone like Sherry on the streets. So thanks for your prayers and support. May God bless you all as you seek first His kingdom always. So here's a wheelchair that Sherry has, and as you can see, there's a little issue here. She said it wasn't like that before, so it's broken now. She's very upset that her independence, in a sense, has been taken. Isn't that right, Sherry?
Yes, my independence is gone.
Yeah.
The Elimination Foundation had it, and they told me it would be safe, and they made me leave it there and come here. And then it gets delivered here, and it's broken. And I don't know who or how, but the Elimination Foundation had it. And now I have a broken chair.
So here we are with my friend Chris. We're at St. Jude's Hospital. And unfortunately, they lost their housing where they were at. Now, what happened was your stepdad had a stroke, right, Chris?
Correct.
Yeah, and the grandson took him and put him in a nursing home, and then didn't tell, from what I understand, the wife where he was.
Correct.
Yeah, and then now your brother put your mother in an assisted living home. Is that right?
Yes, that's
and you guys,
true. My two older brothers did.
Okay, and you were initially all living together. You, your mother, her husband, and then your wife, right? Yeah. Okay. And then eventually the sheriffs came and locked
your wife out of the house, correct? You're not really sure exactly.
I don't know the exact details. I was
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah, but
I
so
was here in the hospital
yeah,
already.
yeah. So you guys both lost your housing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sherry tried to get into the Coral, but then unfortunately it didn't work out for her because they said that she was a little too big. But she's in a wheelchair too, right? And through Illumination Foundation, so like they didn't have the right ADA accommodations for her, right?
Correct.
Basically, yeah. So, and now your wife, unfortunately, she doesn't have Medicare, correct?
Right.
Yeah, and I think that
Which makes it a little more difficult, but
yeah, yeah, because she needs about. It looks like for this new place they want to put her in $1,000 a month, is what she said.
correct.
And
So that's what I heard too.
yeah, now and she's at the hospital currently, right?
Yes.
Now she came back from
They're in the hospital.
yeah, she got removed from the Coral. So, how do you think she'll be able? I mean, will she be able to come up with this money, or since she couldn't get Medicare? No. So, and then they told her the other option was the streets. It sounds like that's what she said, right? Yeah. So, I'm really concerned about that. I guess the question is, what can we do? And it sounds like not Illumination Foundation, but actually it was CityNet. She said that she has to be on the streets before she can get help.
Okay.
That's what. So I don't know if it doesn't make too much sense. I would think that if someone's in a hospital about to hit the streets in a wheelchair, they should maybe act a little faster than that. Right.
I think so.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I haven't verified that with CityNet,
Right.
but I'm gonna try and get in contact with them and see if we can get her caught up somewhere safe before she ends up on the streets.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that might be a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else you'd like to share, maybe about your situation or what's going on?
No.
Not really.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I just have to heal.
Yeah.
And get better.
Yeah.
Which I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole situation with her is not helping.
Yeah. A little stressful, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah. You've been praying a lot, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, constantly.
Yes. You love Jesus.
Yes.
Your wife does too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So that's wonderful.
Yes, we do.
Well, thank you for sharing, Chris. I'm gonna, yeah. Hopefully we can get you some help. I'm gonna try and contact CityNet. Yeah. So please, if you can, my friends, pray for Chris. Pray that he gets the help and support he needs. Also, now they're gonna put you exactly where, Chris? Again, maybe you could share after this.
I don't know where.
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
Okay, but there's a possibility you're gonna go into a place. But the last time you were there, there was kind of someone there with you that was a little dangerous. You thought, right? Yeah. And they actually attacked a staff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They actually attacked a staff member.
Yeah. So you're kind of leery about going back there.
Right.
So we're hoping that maybe you can get into a room where that person isn't in the same room with you.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. So we'll follow up on that too, I guess. But yeah. Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Josh.
So we're gonna keep Chris and Sherry in prayer. Please join me with that and others that are praying. Thank you for your prayers. Those of you that are already praying for them, and hopefully make a difference. Hopefully we can make a big difference and make sure that people get the right care. But also, please do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Share the video, like, subscribe, and thank you so much for your prayers and support for those in need. I'm sure there's a lot of other people in and out of hospitals going through the same scenario, and maybe they're homeless and they end up in the hospital, and it's hard for them to get placed somewhere safe. So let's pray that happens. Again, thank you for your prayers and support. May God bless you all as you seek first His kingdom always. Bye-bye.